Ushaenda crusade?
Yeah, crusade. I mean, nishaona nikipita kwa barabara is for me.
You've never attended a crusade?
Nah.
Have you ever attended a crusade?
Yeah, me too.
Several. That's why you got born again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I hosted a crusade.
You what?
I did. I remember I was, I think, 12 years old. I did host a crusade.
How?
Me and my back then girlfriend. No, not in a sexual way.
I know what you're talking about. Come on.
Yeah. So like there was a lot going on and yeah, we did it. It was successful.
You did it like did it?
Yeah, we did host a crusade. We sang, she preached for like, and it ran for like I think 3 hours. People attended. Exciting moments of my life.
You were 12.
Yeah, I was 12.
Okay,
and I can imagine
right now. I know. And people came.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
Have you stayed another one?
I've never.
No,
it wasn't actually at the time. It wasn't even my idea at the time. She just came to me and she was like joking. Like we were really tight. Yes. So, a lot of drama was going on. I can't get into detail. So yeah, she came and she was like, Aki, babe, I really want to host a crusade. So I was like, okay, you're joking.
How old was your friend back then?
She was also 12. So we were like, yes, and I just laughed at the idea. She was like, oh, you should do it. It was like, most of places I visit or I go to, I tend to fill the room and have like control. So I influence a lot of people to do things back from when I was a kid. I was like a principal. Those kids who you do this, we're playing this, yes. Like, exactly. So she was like, yeah, can you help me do it? I dismissed it, but later on I remember it was on a Saturday. Like, your people were having a crusade, and yes, I didn't tell her at the time. So last minute when people actually showed up, that's when I called her and I was like, you wanted a crusade, I just hope you have something to preach. Yeah. And so that was my first crusade.
And last.
And my only one, sorry to say.
That's when you forgot God.
I've never forgotten God. You can never forget God. I never had someone we could do that with again, because now after that we started heading to different directions, like factors started pulling us apart.
They use time with Kumokoka. Lakini mka host crusade.
Yes.
Na watu wakakuja na mka preach na mka.
I didn't preach. She preached. I was the host. She preached. Yeah, I was like, the wife of the husband. Yes.
Did it include
the first lady to the president?
Yes. The podium thing?
No, not a hall. I was 12. Where was I supposed to access a hall? It was like a room. Kinda just add another room. You see, like this whole place, now add another room. Yes.
So you got key hall?
No, it wasn't big enough to be called a hall.
Tunaweza kaita kahall, right? It's a kahall.
Whichever you, but yes.
But then,
I don't.
Ilikuwa like na watu wangapi? I really
want to know these people.
I want to see these people when you are here. Like, how do you even start? Unaendaje crusade ya LC ba?
Excuse me. You don't know me. I'm telling you, you just usually assume things about me, but you don't know me. When you come to know me, your perspective will change.
Oh yeah? When I saw spirit.
Yes. Actually, I was so proud of myself. Now, actually, I didn't really care about what was happening. I was just happy she was happy.
At 12.
Yes.
Were you? She was your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yes.
What changed?
What changed, man?
What changed with what?
What changed?
Joe amekuuliza what changed. I didn't have to ask.
No, like zile za nataka kumuuliza zile za like ever since 12. Mbona hujatuwestia ingine?
Right now she's starting.
Okay, I'm not going to be the limelight of the show. You're the guest here. But I would say it's, some things it's difficult to do alone. And I don't think I ever met someone like her again to interact in such a setting with. Yes.
Wow. So unadaitu mtu mwingine kaye.
No,
Joe is here.
No flame.
it was like
tunaweza host crusade and then tuende live,
Yes, I kuna live.
Can. There's so many things about me you don't know, Lucas. I can preach.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Bwana Yesu asifiwe tena. Amen.
Guys, today we're here with Joe. This is Joe, a friend of ours. And we'll be touching on religion.
And pastors. Me specifically, I'm going for the pastors. Actually, what's your take on till number tangu yeko church? Till number na pay bill.
Sunajua vitu zina advance. So each and every time when things advance, religion has to cope up with them.
Yeah.
No. You have to realize time yenye religion ilikuja tu ku spread hope after World War I na 2. So hapo ndo sasa like wase wakaanza kuandika scripture. You get
so,
ku spread hope. So unapata throughout history as a result of happenings na advancement and technology, like venye sai world ina move, pia religion pia it has to move with it. Unapata like sai people don't go to shrines. People have wamejenga makanisa, wamejenga matemple, wamejenga mosque. Kwa nini? Enzi hizo za mti zilisha. So very soon mapastors wameingia social media. You're getting, you go to TikTok, each and every pastor, each and every apostle wako hapo, maimamu wako hapo wana preach, maguru wako hapo, mamonk wako hapo wanakwambia zile za ukikaa hivi manzi
meditate. Come on. So
I don't think it's an issue. They're just coping up to get to more people with according to how times are changing. It's just, you try to keep up. So you just don't remain stagnant.
So unapata sahi Nairobi specifically hawezi pata pali penye kuna cows and goats ndo wase walete kwa kanisa. You getting? So sahi kuna a lot of cashless transactions. So hadi ukiletea pastor wako hiyo noti umpatie, like siku hizi kidogo most people don't carry cash. So unapata the church also has to advance. You getting? So kwa hii advancement ndo saa vitu kuhusiana till number. Siku hizi pia kuna check. Siku hizi pia kuna bank accounts za church. So it is basically to move with the sequence to which the world is advancing.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't understand. Actually, for me, nilikuwa nicheck kama, because most churches these days we don't know, but we don't know how to know which is a business and which is not. But most churches, I can say, ni biashara. You saw the story, right?
Okay, I'm understanding where you're coming from, because sometimes, like when you're online and then there's a preacher who's preaching, it becomes like every time in the middle of his preaching, and don't forget to send to this number or now it becomes like he's actually compelling you to send money, and it's originally it's supposed to come from within me. This is the money I'm supposed to give, if at all I have any. But nowadays it's more like it's a must to give it. We even have Pastor Ganga, like in his church, you cannot give less than 1,000 shillings as offering. Surely. So
surely, like, and then the funny part is mimi nakuja na kupea sadaka ya 1,000 mtu yangu, and then anasema asiitwe kwa harambee za watoi wakienda form 1. Like, what's up with you, man?
So to deal with that, first of all, you have to realize when wewe ni mtu mwenye like umepeana your life to God ama to Allah, tithing won't become a problem. Juu when a person akona do, mtu akiwa na pesa kukupea do hata unanika ni loss. You getting? So for majority of people who complain, they complain simply because they don't have. So the little that they have wanafeel ni kama wananyang'anywa. So they don't give willingly. So the willingness to give imeisha. Then you have to realize, yes, msee ni fasini, lakini God hawezi shusha mkate kwa meza yake. So that is why kulikuwa na wasee walikuwa wanaitwa Levites. So how Levites walikuwa ordained, wanakaa kwa church, wana pray, wanafanya kila kitu kwa church. So what used to happen ni, how they used to eat is basically people giving tithes and offerings to the temple. So for example, hiyo tithe yenye msee hutoa, hiyo ndo you walisha. You getting? So unapata how Levites, like, they were totally ordained kukaa kwa church. So hawezi mpata akienda kwa farm kulima. Kwa nini? Kuna ile first produce. Unaona? Ile first produce ya, like, wase wanaelewa reverence ni nini kwa God. So mimi kupea God kitu, furthermore si yangu, ni yake. So nikimpelekea, it's like nampelekea yeye. You get me? So the thing with churches today is they focus more on sales rather than souls. You getting? So it becomes a dynamic cause unapata pasi yeye ako more focused na sales, kumake sales. Kwa nini? Uni pastor mwenye yeye labda hayuko ordained na God yako mboka. You getting? So most people wana complain zile za, oh, upasi nampelekea sadaka. Come on, atakula wapi? These people, they were ordained kuka church. So the law of the first produce, ukisha ando zako pelekea God 10th. Hiyo 10th ndio awase wanapata income yao. So ukipata hiyo income, what happens is wanachukua kiasi ya matumizi yao, then the rest wanatumia kubuild church.
Let me ask you a question. Does there have to be like now how what she said, like a target, like you have to toa sadaka ya 1,000?
No.
So no. That's the wrong.
So hapo ni dynamics may change. So it is not about the soul, it is about sales. No. Because kugive, for example, ule mama mwenye kwa Bible tukisoma, kulikuwa na umadhe mwenye alikuja na pesa. Okay, Sido alikuja na offering kama ameifunika akaeka hapo. Na kulikuwa na wase wengine wenye walikuja na huge amounts, lakini ni ile walikuwa na jichocha. You getting? So it is not like who gives most, it is about the condition of the heart, that I am willing to give. So about the condition of the heart ni hadi kama niko na ile kidogo, I am willing to give it. Why? Because I know who I am giving to. Sipati mwanadamu, napatia God. So narrative inaanza kuchange. Siti hido napea God. I mean, siti hido napea pasi. Ni this money I'm giving it to God since God amenibless. God nadai unifanye hii na hii na hii. Kwa hivyo God shika ido. It is a sacrifice. Najitolea. You're getting?
Yes, we're getting. I think we'll take a short break for
Exactly.
now. Then get back to the topic. Thinking the issue is not so much as the followers, because you're approaching it as the followers are the ones who are having an issue with contribution. But it's back to what you said. The church leaders are monetizing the whole religion aspect, mostly Christianity, because when you're looking at things, the Christian religion is what is mostly affected. You're forced to give a certain amount, and that's not what you have. So it's going to make me detach more. If that is what is happening, and I don't have that amount of money, what do? I separate myself from what is going on. Because I'm feeling I'm not competent enough to handle that kind of whatever is going. So I think you should be addressing these church leaders. Well, okay, you mentioned you're not a born Christian, right? You converted at a certain point of your life. What is it that directed you into believing that whoever made you convert was actually genuine and was not after the earthly things that pastors ask for? It's not just about cash. There was a video trending of, in the name of healing the woman, he was actually, yeah, he was inappropriately or sexually harassing her, because that was actually harassment. These leaders, they've it's reached a point we don't know who to trust. You see, you might think this is my pastor, but that's time when you're in need and you feel like you need to go converse with him. He takes you to his office and other things are going on there. So, like, for you, how are you able to tell how genuine it was for you to make that decision that was the right time to give your life to Christ?
So it is, like he said, it is about the condition of the heart. You getting? So kuna hii narrative ya zile za ati naenda church cause beshti yangu amenialika. So mtu anaenda pale with the aim ya quotes and quotes, acha tu nisindikize beshti yangu. You getting? So akifika pale anaanza kuona critics. You get meaning say through the condition of the heart akwenda church genuinely. There are people who nenda church nione manzi yangu akiimba pale mbele. Ajui ni manzi yangu but you ni bamba. You get me? So zile za the only time I get to see her kwa sababu yeye atokangi nje, maybe the lady is an introvert na maybe anakaziwa, ni kwa church. You get me? So napata people going to church with the wrong narrative. So ukienda church na the wrong narrative, all you can do is basically wewe ni uone critics. You don't see anything good. You get me? Yeah. So it becomes a dynamic. For me, what made me to kind of like shift ningie Christianity ni the level of conviction that I have. You getting? Now, there are so many people who speak about God. They even sing Him. They even preached Him. They even talk mostly about Him, but they don't know Him. You getting? So, Nika, for example, in the Bible, there is this beloved disciple, anaitwa John. So John anakana Christ, anakula na yeye, anatembea na Christ kila pahali. Then like mpaka hadi kuna point fulani yenye John amelalia kifua ya God, kifua ya Jesus Christ. You getting? So John, do you know all this time he never knew Jesus? Kwa nini? Tukifungua Revelation chapter 1, eminye John anakuja kuona Christ, anasema when I saw him I felt like a dead man. why uni nani, si nilikuwa nakanga na yeye, si nilikuwa naongea na yeye, si tulikuwa tunakula pamoja, hadi kuna time fulani nimeekelea kichwa wangu kwa chest yake. Uni nani namuona? Because John aliona God in another dimension, which we normal Christians, we don't see it. So hii ni journey ya intimacy with God. You getting? So hawendi church kwa sababu naenda tu nionekane ni Sunday, kwa sababu mamangu alinionyesha hii ndio the right way. See, you go there with a level of conviction that I know him, like namjua, nishaimu experience. You getting? Mtu kama Paul, ule mwenye alikonvertiwa from Saul, he had to see Jesus Christ full force ndio jamaa ka change. You getting? So for me, it wasn't a pastor ndo alikuja kaniambia, oh Joe, na day you come church, na day you convert to Mkristo. See, I saw God hivi, zile za akiniokoa mimi. You getting? So unapata people are going to church with revelation ya mtu mwingine, so we fall. For example, a good example ni Eve kwa Bible. Eve, what happened with Eve, the reason why devil aliweza kumtempt ni because Eve hakukuanga time yenye God alikuwa anapeana instructions.
I will.
You get me?
Okay, yes.
So for example Elsie, sasa nikitoka hapa hivi nikikwambia zile za Elsie, fanya aje, toka pale hivyo nje uambie Wochi afunge gate, then wewe ufike kwa njia upate na mtu mwingine umwambie zile za John amesema uende uambie Wochi afunge gate. So umse mwenye umemtuma akienda kwa hiyo Wochi amuulize zile za Joe alisema kweli, ulikuwa Joe akisema? So that was the first question, zile za did God really say? Kwa nini time yenye God alikuwa anapeana instruction hivyo kukua? So unapata we live with other people's testimony about God. So that is how now we are easily lured with false priests and false prophets.
Yeah.
You getting?
Yes.
Like tunaishingi na revelation ya mse mwingine kwa sababu mamangu anaenda church, wacha niende. So unapata ukifika pale priest akikwambia utoe a certain amount, you're more likely to give simply because unamwangalia hivi unaona huu ni vessel ya God, instead of you going there to seek God. You getting? Hivyo sasa.
I actually think venye kama yeye amesema, like we go to church because tumeambiwa, because a good example ni mimi, I go to church because nimeambiwa. I don't want to go. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Mimi nilizaliwa from in a church
Household.
like household, like my mom, my dad, they're both church guys, like baya sana, you know. So that's how naendanga church since. Hey guys, I think we need to take a break.
Today in the morning, coming from class, and we got into this argument. Not an argument per se, but as you can see, the entrance of our school is a banner over there of an Indian pastor. So now the question was, can an Indian pastor be... Okay, can an Indian be a priest? And my thinking was, we're looking at it in two aspects, because for one, he's Indian, so we're looking at it as it's his nationality, and we're looking at it as Hinduism and as a religion. Most Indians, yes, the Indians who are Hindus, and there are Indians who are Christian.
And there are
But
Hindus who are Muslim.
yes, we also have Indians who are Muslims. But can you try and reach out to the people so that they can stop this conservative mindset that just because he's an Indian, he cannot be a Christian pastor because people are like, and that's when I realized some of the people I interact with are not, you know, that much accepting to change. So now conclusion was he is a crook. He is a criminal. He's here to mislead us. Like there was just a lot of
That was the exact thing
negativity.
what we
There
were
was
speaking.
a
We were
lot of
talking about in our
negativity.
friends.
Atakuwa ati
But, yeah.
Indian, he's a pastor. That is a lie. Sijui what he's coming here to mislead us. How are we supposed to embrace the factor of change? That we should look at. We also have our own religions, and we are also, we can be different individuals practicing the same thing.
So, to try to answer that, you have to realize that what connects religion and okay, let me give it another glimpse of an angle to look at. Muslims wanna believe Allah. No. We Christians, we are believing in God. Hindus wanna believe in Krishna. Then we
They have a
have
lot
people
of
like
gods.
like the Chinese, they believe in Buddha. You getting? So these are different sets of religion believing in something that is supernatural. You getting? So the end goal of religion is something supernatural. You getting? So that is where now conversations shift. We move from becoming religious to now becoming spiritual. You getting? The end goal of each and every religion needs spirituality. Alikani traditional African way. Bado the end goal ni spirituality. Kwa nini? Hadi mganga akiganga pale akipeana hizo enchantment zake waga hivyo. So unapata hii high power ni we now shift from the physical dimension, which is religion, we enter into spirituality. You get me? So the end goal of each religion, whether ni Muslim, whether ni Buddha, whether ni Hindu, whether ni Arabs, nini, yote inaishia kwa spirituality. Now, when we focus on the end goal, that is when now we realize in spirituality, hakuna male, hakuna female. You getting? God is a spirit. Worship him in truth and in spirit. Meaning, you can be truthful, but then again, you're not in the spirit. So, hiyo ndio focus of religion. So, that is where now religion inaingia as a dividing tool to human beings. Now, what you have to understand, the devil is not afraid of you being religious. The devil is afraid of you being spiritual. You getting? Cause you have to realize the main reason why we are not winning the battle is simply because we are not fighting the right enemy. You getting? Beshti yako anakuja anakanyaga. All you can think about is basically ni beshti yako. You're not seeing it from a spiritual angle. You getting? So kwa spirituality hakuna African, hakuna Indian, hakuna Arab. Sisi sote tunaapia kwa God as human beings. You getting? So it is until now religion becomes a dividing factor that Devo anatumia kutu lure into his divide and rule strategy. Ndo sisi ka humans tu kuna different ideology and different end goals with the aim of like him winning. So nika divide and rule strategy. So unapata it is until people now wanze kufocus on spirituality kwanza ndo like hii conversation inaanza kushift. You getting?
Yeah.
So people have to become spiritually literate. You getting?
Getting.
Then, as a result of that spiritual literacy, like people will realize that since hapa hivi hakuna cha Indian, hakuna cha African, hakuna cha Arab, then we come to one conclusion that God can exist, na anyone can talk about him. And then again, I love the story when Elijah, kwa Bible bado, Elijah goes and tells God, God mi nimechoka, nichukue. Hakuna mse mwingine kama mimi huku. Hawa se wote wamelugwa into sin. So God mi nadai nichukue. So what God does ni, he looks at Elijah na anamwambia zile za, si we solo ndo umebaki. There are 5,000 people who are hidden. So mimi ndo nimewaficha, na at the right time I will release them. So unapata these people wenye God amewaficha anangojenga the right time kuexpose. So what are they hidden doing? They are hidden doing our daily activities. Wengine ni teachers, wengine ni nurses, wengine ni Africans, wengine ni Arabs. But then again, at the right time, God waga na unleash. Kama wewe ni Mwarabu, God anakupea a sign. Zile za anakupea conviction in your spirit that uko tu hapo hivyo umekaa chini, then scriptures za Bible zinaanza tu kukuhit. So upon the same level ya conviction ina change, na upon the same transformation inafanyika. So unapata ni Indian anaanza kuongea vitu za God.
Understood that. But at the end of the day, Indian is still remaining to be a nationality. Hinduism is a religion. And I think we'll end up from there. If you want a continuation of this, just slide in the comment to give you another episode of this. Thank you, Joe, for being here with us. You've been a lovely guest. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to your friends. Thank you.